Hey everybody, it's Heather and Perla. Perla, come here, say hi to everybody. Come on. Perla, come here. Perla. Perla. Alright guys, earlier, hi, it's Heather and it's Perla. And we are on our second video of the day because our other one got cut short. But I was talking about impressions and I was thinking about images. So I wanted to talk about that. And if you're new to me, this is my 90-day journey on YouTube to see how many days does it take for us to get monetized, how many days for us to get money. And I thought I would take you with me on my journeys. So not only my 90-day journey, but also take you with me on my daily journeys. And I personally have been cracking up that our dog Perla likes to come too. So I spent 25 years in the telecom business, and for a majority of the time I sometimes drove 3 hours a day. I've always lived in the country. I like to drive into the city, so I'm super familiar and very comfortable with driving and talking. So I spend my mornings researching YouTube and old channels and trying to learn more so I can find out how are we going to make money on YouTube. So today I wanted to say thank you so much to my 43 subscribers. I have almost it's over 2,300 views of my content. I believe today is day 30. I wrote it down. I have two things. Today is day 31 and I started January 6th. Today is February 6th. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of you guys that have listened to anything that I've talked about. Essentially, I'm trying to give everyone an idea of if you too can make content and just hit record and upload it to YouTube every day. So a couple of things I've learned is 20 minutes a day. You need to have a 20-minute video. Just hit record. Tell us what you're doing throughout the day. I personally think everybody's super interesting. Even if you feel like the most boring person on the planet, don't. Everybody's got interesting things about them. You just are used to your life. That's all. So to monetize on YouTube, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So I have 43 subscribers. But YouTube has these awesome analytics. So when you create content, you can go to the YouTube studio portion, which again is the back end where you can look at your content. You can look at, how long do people watch your content. You can kind of tell like when does it flatline, when does it drop off. They'll tell you. You get like a summary of every single video that you upload. You'll get a summary of how long do they look at your impression, which when you're on YouTube and you are scrolling and you see the person's thumbnail, and even if it just barely starts, if you stay on there for like 2 seconds and then the video kind of starts going, that's an impression. So an impression is not the same as a view. I actually thought that about 2 hours ago. I have instructed myself since. So an impression is when your face, or let's say your thumbnail, or whatever the very beginning of your video, that view looks like, right? The little like snap of who you are and what you are. That as people see that, as that's presented to them, either on Google or maybe it's just, it said it's not just YouTube, it's other impressions are, when people are seeing it, even if it's just for half a second, and they're not touching it, that's an impression. Now, there could be like, say, 100,000 impressions, and then people actually touching it could only be like, that could be 500. You know what I mean? So the views is going to be less, because people, it's sometimes, you know, we all have that. Things are in our feed and you're like, I don't know, am I interested in that? Let me see, is that what I'm looking for? Let me see. And then when you open it to actually view it, that's a view. So I have 2,300 views of my content. I have over 40 videos of me talking about money, how to make money on YouTube, what are the different things about YouTube that I think are important to know if you were going to start your own YouTube channel. It appears that small content creators are really being favored by the YouTube algorithm. I would hope that that is the case, because there's an awful lot of them. And also, as we get better with all sorts of technology, there's no reason why the YouTube algorithm would not continue to grab onto that type of information. You know, small content creator, if there's a lot of impressions, so you can view each of your videos in the YouTube Studio app, and you can see how many impressions you're getting versus how many views. So as overall as a channel, I have 2,300 views of my content, and I have to say, like, if you're thinking, well, Heather, those numbers are really low. Well, okay, but you know what? 6 days ago, I only had 17 subscribers. Now I have 43, so that's more than double, and that's just in 1 week. And I also had less than half of the views that I have now. So, as I explained, I think it was like day 11, when I was talking about how, like, if you had a small ball of like ice or snow at the top of a mountain and you push it down and it starts to roll, it's going to get bigger and it's going to start going faster and faster. And that's kind of what trajectory is like. And that's also being strategic. Like, how do I make sure that that momentum is happening? Well, consistency. Keep on doing the same thing that you're doing every day. And also, when you see that some things are working, either with you or maybe on someone else's channel, do that. So, you know, I've talked about this guy who I like his take on the way that he presents stuff. His name is Dante, and he was saying today he likes to take people's titles that have worked in other videos. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm okay with it, but part of the deal is that you want to have good content. You want to have a good thumbnail. Remember, thumbnail is like the view of what people see. It's like the window to see inside the house, right? So you want to have a good window, and oh, I know what they were saying. Oh, and then the title would be like the name of your house, right? But just for the day, because the title's going to change each day. What I was thinking was impressions are like, if you had an actual storefront, like let's say you had an actual store downtown city you live in, right? And when people walk by the store and you have like windows in the front of your store and people can look in, like, I don't know what you sell, like you sell dresses or I don't know, cheeses or something. But when people can look in the window and they can see what you sell, I wish I could show you. It's such a pretty sunset. What are you selling? How do people see what is inside your store? That is an impression. So if that helps. And then the actual view would be once they step their foot inside your store, that would be them viewing. Think about their viewing. They're inside so they can like see everything, right? And then I guess I was trying to figure out, like, if they buy something, then maybe that's considered like a subscriber or a like. I think that might be. What's the matter? Perla wishes she had words to explain what I'm trying to say for y'all. gets like that when she smells a friend. I didn't see any other dogs though. So, long story short, I'm sorry I got a little winded on that, but I started out with impressions. I was trying, ooh, I think you might see the sunset now. That's really bright. Sorry. So, impressions are the number of people that can view or that can look inside of your store and see what are, like, what are you selling, right, inside your store. And then the views for your overall store itself would be once they put their foot inside the door. And then a subscriber could really just be someone signing up for, like, I don't know, an email list or something for the same store, or buying something. That would be considered like a subscriber. And then liking it might be posting a photo or something. I don't know. I think I'm taking it too far. So I just wanted to share with everyone, because I did bring that up earlier in my first video of the day, where I was talking about impressions, and I felt like I didn't give it justice, so I wanted to make sure and follow through on my thought. I also wanted to talk about how there was a subscriber to this channel, to my channel, that was saying, I think she said she tries to, y'all, I think I might have dreamt this. Okay, I'm sorry. I think she said she tries to subscribe to all the small content creators, and I was thinking I do that too. And so I really liked that, you know, that should be a really good way to make a community and to help each other by subscribing. Now, I've talked about that, I think, I don't know, day 4, day 9, day 13. I've talked about that like every 3 or 4 days, about how when I'm looking at other people's content, like in the mornings, I do a lot of research, and I always try to subscribe to people's channels. I'm in my 50s, so I did try there for a while to start subscribing so I wouldn't forget, you know, and it would just be part of my places where I could go. But now that I know a little better, I do know that you know, content creators do benefit off of subscribers, because they need 1,000 subscribers to monetize. So knowing that, I still subscribe to people's content. I try to whenever I go onto new thing, you know, when I could tell that it's somebody that is focusing on monetizing. And then sharing and liking is another thing, or commenting, liking, sharing. I don't know in what number of importance those are, but I know that those do tell the algorithm that the content is something that is being it is worthy, whatever the word is. So we just passed the pony. I don't know if you saw him out of the that window. But anyways, we are back home. I just wanted to tell everyone that if today is the first or last time you hear my voice, you are kind, you are loved, and you are supported. And if that rings true, or if it doesn't, subscribe to my channel, join my community, and come back the next time I post, which will be every day. Perlin, I love you. Bye.